What's up, world? Welcome to another episode of the BrandonJaneauShow. As you know, I am Brandon Janeau, and like always, podcast platforms everywhere. Um, all podcast platforms everywhere, man. Brandon Janeau Show. Um, also, YouTube channel Brandon Janeau Show. Go watch all the episodes that's out right now. I got two. I got one coming out tonight. Wrestling Life, which I get into it in a moment. Um, and social media, Brandon Janeau Show, TikTok, Instagram. On Instagram is Brandon Janeau Show underscore, and then on TikTok is just Brandon Janeau Show. So I hope you guys enjoy that, and yeah, definitely enjoy these new episodes. And season 8 is officially here, and let's get into it. So this is Wrestling Life. Um, so let's go back to Friday night. So Roman Reigns celebrated his 1,000 days as Universal, wait, as WWE Undisputed Universal Champion, which really is he's actually celebrating 1,000 days as Universal Champion. They just put the Undisputed WWE shit on it. And he was rewarded with a new championship. Now, I've heard so many people talk shit about this title. It's lazy. It's bland. I don't like it. It's stupid. Yeah, 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 yeah. We keep. This is what I think. The reason why NXT titles under Triple H were so vastly different and creative and better is because Vince McMahon never had his hand in NXT titles. Think about it. Vince McMahon never touched the NXT championship. The NXT UK Championship is probably one of the best titles I've seen in years. Like I love that fucking title. That title's dope. I love the NXT UK Championship. That shit was fire. So again, Vince McMahon never had his hand in the NXT brand. So Triple H could create whatever title he wanted because Vince didn't give a fuck. It didn't have nothing to do with the main roster. And just like I've heard for the World Heavyweight Championship, this undisputed championship that Roman Reigns now has was presented last Friday night. Um, I feel like a lot of people are shitting on this title, and they're like, "Ah, I wanted something more creative." You're not gonna get that anytime soon. As long as Vince McMahon has his hand in the fucking cookie jar of the main reason the WWE, the main roster, as long as he's got his hands in the main creative of WWE, we're gonna continue to get these to a lot of people bland ass titles, lazy ass titles. Because you don't think Triple H wants to bring back the Winged Eagle? I know he does. He's a, a professional wrestling nut. He would love to bring back something with creative um with creativity, I should say, with creativity of a title, especially when he was one of the few to hold that WWE big Wing Eagle title. Now, I grew up. Take you back to my childhood. I grew up. I had the the Wing Eagle World Heavyweight Championship as a kid. I had that title, tore the shreds. I used to, bro. I used to wrestle every day, so of course I used to tear that damn thing to shreds. Uh, I had the Intercontinental Championship, not the one Cody Rhodes brought back. I'm talking about the one before they went to these last couple of Intercontinental Championships. I had that title. I had like the one in the Attitude Era. I had that Intercontinental Championship. Um, I had the spinning U.S. Championship as a kid. I had the undisputed WWE Championship. Yeah, the one that everybody keep now posting and acting like, well, this is so great. You should bring this back. I had that title. Yeah, I had a lot of titles when I was a kid. I had a lot of titles when I was a kid. But you got to put shit to perspective, man. WWE is a corporation, and their biggest selling point isn't our grown ass anymore. Their biggest selling point is to try to get it to kids. That is the strategy of WWE marketing. It's kids. It's not grown ass people. It's kids. And I think we, as fellow podcasters in wrestling, that love wrestling, and we talk about it all day, and people shit on these titles that WWE continue to bring out. I need people to understand something. They're not targeting us. They don't give a fuck about us. As much as we get on here and complain all day, those kids are gonna still be at those merchandise stands before they go into the arena and tell their parents, "I want this title." You know why? Because Roman Reigns has this undisputed WWE Championship. That's what the fuck their target is. They don't fuck about us. We get on here every day and diss these titles. Everybody, I don't, but y'all get on there every day and diss these WWE Championships and this title and that title. Y'all diss it every day, every fucking day. But WWE's still pulling in money on merchandise because of that title. Why? Because kids want it. And kids don't give a shit. That's a big ass WE in the middle of the fucking title. You know why? Because Roman Reigns, I want to be like Roman Reigns. I want to be the tribal chief. I want to be him. Or even, let's flip it into the World Heavyweight Championship. Nobody gives a fuck. That's a big ass, you know, circle and then the WWE logo in the World Heavyweight Championship. Nobody cares about that shit. You know why? Seth Rollins has that title. I don't care. Seth Rollins got this title. I want that. I want the title Seth Rollins has. I want the title that Roman Reigns has. That's what they're marketing towards. So as much as we get on, well, most of you get on here and podcasts, wrestling podcasts, and diss these titles, they're not giving a fuck about you. They don't care that you don't like these designs. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. Me, on the other hand, I actually like the Undisputed Championship. I was tired of having him having two fucking titles. It made no sense. You gonna keep coming out here with two fucking titles. Give him one. Let him have one, and we'll figure it out from there. And that is exactly why I like the idea of the undisputed WWE Championship, because it's just being one massive fucking title. That's a good thing for all of us as wrestling fans, because this nigga's walking around with two titles, but he's calling himself actually one fucking thing. That's really what, and that's what not people not understanding. He's walking around with two titles, but he's really calling himself one thing: the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion, which is kind of stupid because now there's another title. It's kind of the reason why they stopped calling it was the undisputed champion, the WWE undisputed champ title when like Brock Lesnar won it and The Rock, you know what I'm saying? Like The Rock won it and Kurt Angle had it, Undertaker and all. It's a reason for why they had to switch it up. So he isn't undisputed anymore. Which is another reason why you need to stop calling it the undisputed title, because it's not decisive anymore. He's not just the best champion of all champions. Like, you have another champion. He's the World Heavyweight Champion. Which now becomes the conversation of, is this the WWE Universal Championship, or is it just plain old the WWE Championship? Which is a whole nother fucking conversation we could get into on a whole nother day, because I don't feel like going through that shit right now. Me personally, I think the Undisputed Championship is stupid. I think it's the dumbest fucking title I've ever seen. It's not, okay, let me rephrase that. It's not a dumb concept. Wait, no, run that back. Hold on, one second. The name is stupid. I didn't like it even when they announced it back when they first started this shit. You know, it's to the fans. We're gonna name this the Undisputed Championship. I remember when Mick Foley and Stephanie was standing in the ring, and they were like, "Raw doesn't have a champion, so we're gonna go through a tournament, and the winner is gonna face Seth Rollins at SummerSlam," which is why Finn Balor and Seth fought at SummerSlam for the first ever Universal Championship. I was like, that shit sounds so stupid. I don't want a title named after fans, because fans are wishy washy, like a son of a bitch. And They named it after the universe. I'm like, what? Stupid. But yeah, I think now this is now a question to be asked. Is Roman still the undisputed champion? Because he's really not. I mean, because if that is the case, then the World Heavyweight Championship is a secondary fucking title. It's kind of like the biggest mid card championship on the roster because that's what you're saying. Because he's still calling himself the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. When you have now a new World Heavyweight Champion, so it kind of makes the new World Heavyweight Championship the biggest mid card title in the company. And that is something WWE does not want it to fucking be. So yeah, but I like the new title. I like it. They might need to change the fucking name of it. That's just me personally. But hey, do you think? Um, getting to this now, mid card supposed to be the second big title on the roster, the World Heavyweight Championship. Last night was Monday Night Raw, and Seth Rollins fought Damian Priest. Now, when this comes out, it's already happened, so bear with me. But Seth Rollins defends his title against Damian Priest, which, by the way, Damian Priest was. It's clear now. It's clear cut that it's gonna be Dominic Mysterio that's gonna get. Um, Dominic Mysterio is gonna actually be the one that's gonna be in Money in the Bank because now Damian Priest has now lost to Seth Rollins in a singles match and in a tag team match. He's been pinned by Seth in two straight matches. And it seems like Seth's going to be in a rivalry with Judgment Day for the next couple of months. It seems like Finn's going to fight Seth at Money in the Bank. SummerSlam, I'm assuming somehow, some way is going to be something with Seth and probably them too. Maybe Dominic Mysterio, which again, I don't think Seth is going to lose his Royal Heavyweight Championship to the Money in the Bank cash-in winner. I just don't, because it's kind of stupid. Especially if Dominic wins the Money in the Bank. The fuck is the point of him winning the Money in the Bank? He doesn't deserve it. And I get it. People are gonna sit and say, he brings heat. He's a heel. All that shit. The worst thing you could do right now with that new championship that you're trying to make it be the second biggest title in the company, the worst thing you could do is play hopscotch with this shit out the gate. That is the worst thing you can do. My thing is this: the Money in the Bank briefcase for the men don't matter. It doesn't. As much as you're not cashing in on Roman. That's the main prize, right? That's really what people want to do. They want to cash in on Roman, but you can't because WWE has made him so fucking bulletproof. You can't cash in. This is why I've said if I was WWE, I use the briefcase for actually a good reason. I would put Jey Uso in the Money in the Bank briefcase. I would put him in the Money in the Bank match, let him win it, and further that storyline because then it will force Jey Uso to choose the side. Now, of course, last night Paul Heyman pretty much said Jay has to choose a side Friday. He has to choose a side Friday if he's gonna side with him and Roman and Solo, or he's gonna side with Jimmy, which is kind of stupid. I wish WWE would have never done it. I wish they would have waited to force their hand because now it seems like that's what the fuck decision they're gonna go with, and that is the Usos versus the Bloodline, I guess, and Money in the Bank, which is the dumbest shit. I really would have. I'd rather you have had Jimmy and Roman fight for two straight pay per views. It did have that be the blow off match at Clash of Champions, but WWE. What can you do? But you cannot have Seth Rollins drop this title to the Money in the Bank briefcase winner. You just can't because one, Seth is a fighting champion. Two, there's nobody on Raw that really would bring that title to prestige. You're gonna sit there and say Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio wins the Money in the Bank briefcase, and then he beats Seth? That's stupid. Like nobody would really believe that shit. And I get people will say yes they would. No, they wouldn't. If Dominic Mysterio is gonna win the title at Money in the Bank or SummerSlam, and then drop it literally the next week, or a week after that, or maybe even Monday Night Raw, or not Monday Night Raw, but the Clash of the Castle or SummerSlam, is kind of stupid. What the fuck's the point of pushing this shit that far? Just have him not even win the Money in the Bank briefcase. Or if he's gonna win it, lose the set at Money in the Bank that night, because it doesn't make sense for him to have the Money in the Bank briefcase if he's not going to. If you're going to prolong stories, Roman Reigns has shown us one thing, that the title that he has, it works better when it's a longer chance with the belt. You cannot start these fucking people. They do this shit so fucking much in WWE. I get Dominic Mysterio right now is the hot name, and he's a heel, and it should go with his character. He just shows up, but you gonna do it right at the Finn just fought set and Money in the Bank. You gonna do it right at the Finn or whoever fight set and some. It's stupid. I don't think you need to play hot potato with this fucking title. The worst thing you can do with the title is to treat it like it doesn't matter, and you can just put it on anybody. That is the worst thing you can do with this championship. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a set Rollins fan. I'm saying that because you actually want this title to actually do rival the Universal Championship right now, the WWE Undisputed title right now. You want it to rival it. The worst thing you could do is just fuck it over in the first couple of weeks that it's been live. It take it off the premier person that it shit fucking be on just because you want a quick title change so Dominic Mysterio could soak up all the heat. That's bullshit. It's so fucking stupid. Why would you do it? All in all, I don't know what's gonna happen with the Undisputed Championship. I don't. The Usos, Bloodline, I don't know. Friday Night SmackDown is literally a couple of days away. I don't know what's gonna happen. When it comes to Seth Rollins, like I said, Seth is clearly gonna probably be the mark of the Money in the Bank cash in, which is stupid. But for me personally, I don't think anybody should be set, and I don't think nobody's gonna really beat Roman for the money. So do use it for mid card. I think you should use it for the mid card titles now, because last time you saw it, that this title can be cashed in on anybody, and that's a good thing. You need to create that this title can be cashed in on anybody. And Gunther is having a hell of a run right now, and why not Gunther? Austin Theory. Austin Theory should lose this U.S. Championship at some point because it just has run its course. So I feel like, yeah, that's what I feel. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's been a Brandon Janu show. Rest in life. Peace.